Alright YouTube, this is YGOTeamNightmare here, and I'd like to take you through my X-Saber Oppression deck. You start off with 2 copies of DD Crow. Discard this card here to remove 1 card in your opponent's graveyard from play. Good tech against Infernities and with dragons at the moment. Then we've got 1 copy of Rescue Cat. This is your main card you use for tributing, summoning Airbone and Dark Soul, synchroing High and Lay starting off with a Fault Troll loop. Then we have Sangan, just mainly a staple in any deck really. Then we have 2 copies of Thunder King. Well, this is used mainly for the oppression part of it. Also helps out using it against gadgets, because they can't then search for themselves. Then we have 2 copies of Airbone. This is your main tuner for the deck. Use it, as I mentioned earlier, with Dark Soul, make level 6s nice and easily. Then we have 2 copies of X-Saber Oppression Decklist, where you use these combining it with like Pashul or with my Airbone to create synchros. Also special summon second monsters to try and get Fault Troll out on the field quicker. Then we've got 3 copies of Dark Soul. Well, this is the main searcher of the deck. You use it for searching for Fault Trolls, Emma's Blades, all the usual text for an X-Saber deck. So that's it. Then we have 1 copy of Emma's Blade. I wouldn't mind running 2, but I think 1's all you really need for the deck at the moment. This is your, when short of a battle, search for a level 4 lower X-Saber. Then we have 3 copies of Fault Troll. Use this to special summon 4 lower X-Sabers from your graveyard. Quite nifty tech for the deck. Then we've got 2 copies of X-Saber Full Hell Knight. Once per duel, when it's face up on the field, negate 1 attack. You also, when it draws a monster, you can special summon a level 4 lower X-Saber from the graveyard. Great for synchroing. Then last monster deck, we have X-Saber Pashul. It's like a marshmallow and comes short of battle, and it costs 1,000 life points per turn. Level 2 tuner. Alright. Now main spells deck, we have Brain Control. Main staple of any deck, unfortunately getting banned with the format, along with the Rescue Cat, so I'm just going to have to take a few changes to the deck. 2 copies of Book of Moon. Main staple, flip 1 monster on the field face down. It's good for switching my Thunder King Rise on and off. Also for running over other monsters that get in my way. And then we have Cold Wave here. Once activate this card until your next standby phase, neither you or your opponent can activate or set spells and traps. Good. Stop cards like Mirror Force, Dark Rise, that kind of stuff. Then we have copy of Heavy Storm. It's another one of the cards that's unfortunately getting banned with the new ban list. That's main staple as usual. Then we have Giant Trunade. My own variation of Heavy Storm, I prefer this because it stops cards like Starlight Road activating. Also clears back row ready to go for the win quicker. Then we have a copy of Mind Control. I use this normally to combine with Airbone or one of my other tuners in my deck to synchro, usually for Brionac. Then we have last spell of the deck, Mystical Space Typhoon. Staple for the deck, thinking of maybe upping it to 2 now with Heavy Storm going. Then traps, we have 2 copies of Bottomless Trap Hole. Used mainly for stopping cards like Colossal Fighter, Scrap Dragon that's now coming up because of the new scrap decks that's starting to come out, and JDs, even though there's very few still around. Also stop when your opponent tries to use their own Rescue Cats to summon 2 Airbones. Gets rid of them both. Then we have Dust Tornado, staple. Gotham's Emergency Call. Once you've got an X-Saber on the field, special summon 2 X-Sabers from just 2 X-Sabers from either player's graveyard. It's good when you're battling against when it's a mirror match deck. And a new card I've decided to take in my decks was Mind Crush. Mainly for Everyone keep using the pot of dualities that come out, and gold sarcophaguses, and also useful against gadgets at the moment. And 2 copies of Royal Oppression. Well, mainly it's stops, stuff like Stardust, other, what do we call, X-Saber decks, and we've also stopped Machinas as well, quite nicely. Basically stopped any special summons. Unfortunately it doesn't stop Blackwings. Next we've got Sailor Hole, which is basically just a Solemn. I think I'm going to change that maybe to Solemn Warning at some point soon. Solemn Judgment. Most people say it's staple, I don't think so. Maybe change that to Solemn Warning as well at some point soon. Cost less life points. Then we have Torrential Tribute, staple, Trap Dust Shoot, just hand destruction for your opponent, really. And also, good chance to set up nicely with Mind Crush, so you can pick a card you're guaranteed to get. Last card of the deck, we have Trap Stun. Useful for setting up with high inlay, so I know I'm not going to lose to like Bottomless, Fiendish Chain, and also Swallow's Flip that seems to become more and more popular at the moment. Right, now for the extra deck, we have Allied Justice Catastor, Staple, Black Rose Dragon. I'm actually going to be adding a second copy of this in soon, which I haven't decided yet. Fiona, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, Staple. Go Your Guardian, Staple. Now, Manchuria Beast, it's recently just come out, but I think it's quite nice in the deck. I'm trying to find more ways to summon it, but at the moment it's just Pashul and Dark Soul for the deck. I think it's quite nice because it adds a little bit of control to the deck. Next one, Red Dragon Archfiend, Staple. Footwheel Archfiend. Enough Staple, but it's good for when I'm facing Dimensional Prisoners and all that, really, because it saves itself from dying by paying 1,000 life points. 2 copies of Scrap Dragon. Now, I find this is quite amusing when you use it with Voltroll and Dark Souls. Use Voltroll, bring back Dark Soul, Scrap Dragon's effect, destroying Dark Soul, and phase Dark Soul gives you a bonus card. Although I'm trying to think of ways to use Scrap Dragon's second effect in here, I'm thinking of siding in some Scrap Beasts from a side deck, but we'll have to wait and see. Then we've got Stardust, Staple, Urban, Staple, 2 Gothams, Staples, and 2 High Inlays, Staples. Alright, that's all got time. That's the end of my deck now. And next week I'll be showing off my scrap deck, which I'm halfway through building. Don't forget to sub, it's down the bottom just over here. And also don't forget to check out my trade binder, which is on the list over here, if I remember correct. This way, if I remember correctly. Alright, thank you.